What happens to our body as we age? The ultimate reason you should live. So in this video, we're going to discuss the changes that our body goes through as we age. And we're gonna start from when you're a little girl, before you hit puberty, talk about what happens during puberty, and then what continues to happen as we go through life and continue to get older, and how these changes relate to our strength in daily lives. I think if you have a basic understanding of what happens as we go through this aging process, you'll understand why strength training is so important. So that's the entire goal of this video. So before puberty, boys and girls, men and women, whatever you want to refer to it as, we're pretty much the same on a biological level before we hit puberty. During puberty and after puberty, there's obviously significant changes that both genders go through. So in men, they get an increase in the hormone testosterone and also growth hormone. And this leads to more muscle mass and wider, broader shoulders. In women, on the other hand, we have an increase in estrogen, and this leads to an increase in body fat, breast development, and wider hips. Girls do have or do undergo increases in muscle mass during teenage years, but it just happens at a slower rate than it does for boys due to the differences in hormones. So as we continue to age, our bodies continue to change. As we get older, especially after 30, we start to have less muscle, less strength, more fat. In fact, muscle mass decreases about 3 to 8% each decade after 30, and the rate of decline is even faster after age 60. These changes are predictable and they're inevitable because it's just part of life as we get older, but it happens to be more pronounced in women. So we lose more muscle faster than men as we age, especially after 30. So when you lose muscle mass, you also lose strength too. And this makes everyday activities very difficult. I mean, like walking upstairs, carrying groceries, getting up from the toilet, walking community distances, ascending a curb, like all these things become very difficult when you lose strength. And these things may seem very simple while we're young, but the changes that we undergo as we age are very real, and they have a direct impact and a direct role in how long we'll be able to be independent and not need help with these simple activities. So what does this mean for us? In order to be able to do things for yourself for as long as possible, be independent and not need help, you have to make sure you have as much muscle and strength as possible. And the only way to do this is through strength training. So those changes that we go through as we age, they can be combated with keeping your muscle mass, keeping your strength up by being active and participating in strength training throughout your entire life. So I hope you guys have a better understanding now of the changes that we go through as we age and how important it is to maintain your strength and participate in these activities so that you can be as independent as possible throughout your entire life.